Hey YouTube, it's me, Cherise again. I just made a video about some YouTube collaboration palettes that I've hauled. So if you want to know what palettes those are, you definitely have to check out the video where I look just like this. But there was one product I wanted to mention, and that was this Smith's Rosebud Salve, which is like a lip balm type thing. But it's really an all-purpose skin preparation. Rosebud salve may help to relieve chapped lips and skin, diaper rash, blemishes, detergent burns, and rough cuticles, and may soften the hands. So this is what it looks like. This was, I think, $6 at Sephora, and I just wanted a really, really good lip balm, and I've heard good things about this. I also use this on, we're about to get slightly personal. I have really, really dry skin in this area, so I've been putting it on that area as well, and it's been helping. So yeah, I don't know why. I don't breastfeed or anything. I don't know why it's so dry, but there it is. Don't know why. It's really random. But yeah, this works great as lip balm. So just wanted to mention that product that I picked up recently. But yeah, if you want to know what palettes I got that are YouTube collaborations, which tons have come out in the past year, definitely watch my YouTube collaboration palette haul video. I think that's what I'm going to call it. But this right here is about to be a full face tutorial, and it's going to be long because that's what I like to do, and I haven't done my makeup in so long because I was at band. Check out my band tan. Do y'all see that distinct line right there? Do you see how my face is lighter than my body, my arm? So we're gonna see what I can do, work with all this. But yep, I just finished 2 weeks of band camp. The first week was 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That started on July 25th, and then this past week was 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I think the foundation I'm gonna wear today is gonna be, so I'm trying to think what foundation is dark. Dark foundation. I need a foundation that is dark enough for me. Let's go with, is this dark? No, it looks like it's gonna be light. Jeez, man. I got so tan out there. I'm trying to think what foundations are a little bit too dark for me. Let's, we're just gonna do the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra, and I have the shade 540 Suede W. I think this will match. I hope it will match. Oh. But yeah, band is going great. I'm excited for this year. So I think this is gonna match my face, but it ain't gonna match my body because, like I just showed y'all, my body, we're on two different wavelengths right now. My face and my body. I'm just gonna use this e.l.f. brush to blend this into my skin. My face has already been moisturized. And we're just gonna go in with this foundation. Okay, yeah. This is a little bit darker than my actual face. So you see how it's a little bit darker. I think it's gonna go flow. One more pump. I think I can do 3 pumps. That'd be good. But yeah, band camp, we had one very serious situation that happened. There are 2 students in the band, a brother and sister. Their mom was terminally ill with cancer, and she passed away on Sunday, so a week from tomorrow, a week back from today's Saturday, a week back from tomorrow, so on the 31st. And you know, we wanted to show our support for them, so we ended band early on Wednesday so that the band and any of the staff and anyone who wanted to go, any of the parents and such, could go attend the funeral of their mother. And it was just amazing, like how much love and support that they had from the band and from the staff. And it just goes to show how band is more than just a group activity. We really are a family. We're not only a team, but we're a family. And you guys know how much I love my students, and even though they're not in my sections, the 2 students, I still love them because they're in the band, they're on my team. And so I attended the funeral, and yeah, they're doing good. They're really, really strong kids, but we can never have too many prayers for them. So if you guys just want to pray for them, just say, you know, oh so Barry Sachs, these are Miss Ishman's students. God knows who they are, but I don't really want to share their names because, you know, FERPA. So, yeah, that happened, but like I said, they're being really strong about it, and they have lots of support and love, and yeah. So, my section, let's talk about the kids in my section. We have an interesting section this year. Most everybody's a returner. I had 2 people decide not to show up for band, so I got to, oh, I just sprayed that on my arm. The struggle. Y'all can't even see it. There you go. I had 2 people decide not to come to band camp and decide that they weren't going to actually continue in band. So we had to replace one of those spots with somebody else. So we kind of hijacked a girl from the alto saxophone section to be in my section, and I'm really thankful to have her. She's an upperclassman, and she's just been really great. And like I just said, I work with some of the greatest kids in South Carolina. They're just such good kids, like no issues. Like we have almost 0 issues. Like it's just such a blessing, and I'm really excited for this group this year. The show's gonna be awesome, and band was just amazing. It's been amazing, and still not over, of course. But that brings me to the next thing. I got my praxis scores, and I passed. Thank you guys so much for all the prayers and positive vibes and positive thoughts. Since you guys know that I did have to retake it. But I passed it with flying colors. Okay, this looks not bad. Still a little on the light side compared to my body because I am real chocolate now. But we'll try and set it with a little bit of a deeper powder, maybe. But it doesn't look bad. So I used like 3.5 pumps. And I love how it dries to like a nice satin finish. This foundation is so beautiful. Lancome Tint Dull Ultra. This is in the shade 540 Suede W. Got my practice scores. I did so well. I got 182 out of 200. The score I needed was a 162 in order to pass for my state, but because I did so well, I can teach in all 50 states. God's timing truly is perfect timing. I was stressing out waiting for the scores because it took a month for me to get my scores back. I got my scores yesterday, which was August 5th, and I took the test July 5th, and it said 17 business days. So I was like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, did they lose it? What happened? Did I do bad? Like, what's going on? But I got my scores, and I got my internship placement. I'm going to be out in Lancaster with the Mustangs, so I'm excited. Yeah, the school mascot is the Mustangs. It's a middle school. And it's in Lancaster, so it's a drive, but I'm not complaining about it because my mentor teacher called me literally like 20 minutes ago, and she is a hoot. I can already tell that this is going to be a memorable experience that is just full of fun and just laughter and smiles, and I'm just real excited. So now we're going to use this BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Matte Finish Press Powder in the shade 255. This is a darker shade, and I'm just going to use this e.l.f. flat top brush. Not e.l.f., BH Cosmetics. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is BH Cosmetics. It's all rubbed off. I need to get another set of their brushes. I really do like their brushes. Just to set this foundation, even though it doesn't really need to be set, I like to set it. This will also help make it a little bit darker, this powder, which I need for it to be a little bit darker. And my nose is running. So I'm trying to think, what else do I want to tell you guys? The most important thing is that pray for my 2 students that lost their mom, and I passed the praxis. Those are the 2 most important things I really want to tell you guys. So that means I will be graduating from college in December after 11 semesters of undergrad. So yeah. That's pretty much all that's been going on with my life. You know, band really does become my life from band camp until mid-November. Basically, band is my life. As you can see, I'm kind of pressing and sweeping and swirling this onto the face. And I've hit pan on this because this powder is actually really good. It gives a nice smooth finish. A nice smooth matte finish, but not too matte. I need to get more of it, actually. I've been kind of like in a powder craze. Powders and palettes. I've decided that I need to not buy so many foundations because I have so many. But now that I'm darker, I might need to invest in some more because some of my foundations that were too dark for me, I gave to my mom because my mom was a little bit darker than me, but now we're probably the same color. And then all my foundations that were too light for me that I can wear in the winter, I gave to my sister because my sister is lighter than me. So now that I have all these middle shades, but they were the middle for me before band camp, I'm like, should I buy more foundation or should I just make it work and wait it out, you know? But I'm thinking that since I'm going to be teaching at school, like my skin won't be showing and it won't be as obvious that I am 50 shades of brown. I hope not. I mean, hopefully no middle schoolers call me out like, Miss Ishman, your foundation does not match your body. I didn't ask you, little girl. I don't think it looks that bad though. This already looks better, see, with this powder on top. Which before it was looking too dark, but now I think it looks great because it matches my body, which you guys know in the summer I like to match my body, not my chest, because I'm showing more skin. It's summer, you show more skin, so I want it to match my body. So yeah, this is the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Powder. And I am done with that. Let's move on to eyebrows. I'm just going to do everything on camera. I've honestly gotten my makeup down to a science for band camp, like my typical band camp makeup. I can do that face in 20 minutes or less. And one of the shortcuts I've been using is using only one color eyebrow pencil, which I think I'm going to do today. And this is from Wet n Wild, and this is in the shade Pretty and Mink. And this is like a really good eyebrow color for me, even though I have really dark hair. And it works better if you sharpen it. Which, one of my favorite sharpeners has been the NARS sharpener. This is for their like chubby sticks and their regular pencils. And it works so good. This is like the best sharpener I've ever used. Even though it's a little expensive. I think it's like 12 bucks. Honestly, it's worth it because I love those NARS chubby stick lippy things. And I love to use regular pencils for my brows. So, kind of a 2-in-1 deal because it works with any sized traditional pencil. So yeah, I don't have anywhere to go today. I ain't doing nothing. I just feel like getting glam because during band, I can't get glam. So like I said, it was 2 weeks since I had washed my hair because I like blew it out. And I just washed it last night. And it's braided under here like in plaits, but I'm going to take those out and like take selfies. I'm just excited. I love makeup. I love getting all glammed up. It's fun for me. I love the process. I think I'm going to blow my hair out more like once a month. I'm going to blow it out and then keep it for 2 weeks. I think that's, I mean, literally then I only have to wash my hair 3 times a month because I can go 2 weeks and then I do my wash and go like once a week. So that'll help save time during the busiest parts of the month. Or the laziest parts of the month for me. But I'm going to try and see if I can get like a round brush and like really blow it out straighter. Because my hair got pretty straight when I was blowing it out. But because I didn't have a good brush, the ends weren't as straight as the rest of it. So I'm going to invest in like a round brush or like some sort of blow dry brush so that I can kind of get more consistent results and actually style it in that blown out state without having like braided up or anything. Because like most of my hair is straight except the ends. The ends are still like kind of curly. Oh, my stomach just growled. I don't know if y'all could hear that. But you see how this is like a good color? Like it's not super dark, it's not super light. And then I just take my brush that I use for the powder and I just brush over the front parts of the brow just to lighten it up and kind of fade it a little bit. That's the foundation and brows. Let's move on to... I haven't really been contouring or anything like that. Like, I can't get the time. It's been banned. But I think I'm going to use a highlighter from the Carli Bybel palette. I might be doing my whole look with this palette. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I want to try out one of these highlighters because one of them really caught my eye. Let me take off the plastic. The highlighter that... I don't want to bend it back too far. The highlighter that caught my eye is this gold one right here. This one. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's so pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight with that. Normally I highlight before I do my brows, but I forgot. I'm going to use an e.l.f. small stipple brush to apply the highlighter. Oh, okay. Wow, this is really, really pigmented, just so you know. Whoa, that's really pigmented. Okay, yeah, girl, we're glowing. We got it. That glow. It's definitely there. Okay, well, you don't need to use a lot of this. It's very pigmented. So that's exciting. In another video, of course, I use the J Glow palette, but this one, I just really want to use these two palettes. Did I do a tutorial? No, I didn't want to do it because the girl that stayed with me was asleep. So she's at lunch right now, which is why I'm even making videos. But she'll probably come back during the middle. Maybe. Tends to happen to me. Okay, so I'm just kind of like blending this out all over my cheek. Gonna take the same highlighter and put some on the bridge of my nose. Wow, I can't wait to try out the other ones in this palette, the other highlighters. And put some above the eyebrow. Right above the arch part. Yes, I'm loving this glow. Y'all. Yes, Carli. Also did my Cupid's bow. Right here. I'm going to do a little bit on my chin. And a little bit kind of on my forehead right in between the brows. Okay. Let's move on to the eyes. Do I want to use Shaaanxo or do I want to use the Carli Bybel? Since I used her highlighter, let's go into the Shaaanxo palette because there's one shadow in here specifically I think would be great in the crease. Well, yeah, I might use hers too. I'm going to take off the plastic on all of them. Alright, so the first color I'm going to use is going to be this color right here, this like reddish brown color. I'm going to put that in my crease with a fluffy brush, a fluffy blending brush, and this brush is from Coastal Scents. I'm just going to take this into the crease of my eye, and it's really pigmented and it's going on really well, the blending quite easily. Let me make sure there's nothing else on this brush. I don't think there is. Yeah, this is a great transition color for deeper skin. I'm doing this basically with my eyes open because it's kind of going in the crease and above the crease just a little bit. I'm going to really focus it on the outer crease area right here. So I'll see that in the crease. And I'm just kind of building it up to the intensity that I want. I don't want it to be too intense, but I really do like this shade. We're doing something simple but still glam. So from this palette, the same palette, I'm going to go ahead and highlight the brow bone. And I'm going to use this shade right here. This nice shimmery champagne shade. And I'm going to use, nope, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use a BH Cosmetics 121 brush, 121, and I'm going to take that shade, which is shimmery. The shade I just used in my crease is matte. This is the shimmer champagne shade, and I'm going to take that right into the brow bone area. Ooh, look at that nice contrast between the gold and that like more champagne color. That's pretty. I love that. It's kind of taken away from my brow a little bit, which I'll probably go over my brows with something to make them a little bit darker. But yeah, I'm loving this as a brow bone highlight. That's such a pretty contrast. Kind of blending it into the transition color a little bit. So I'm going to go back into the matte shade that we use in the crease just to blend. So I go back and forth, starting lower, so most of the pigmentation is lower, and then I'm slowly kind of working my way up towards the brow bone just so that it blends seamlessly. And working my way up just a little bit. So that's what we have so far. I am now going to, since I'm not going to be doing anything else on the brow bone or the brows, I'm going to take where it at? No. Where did I put it? I don't want my brows to be waterproof. Oh. I'm going to take this e.l.f. waterproof lengthening and voluminizing mascara. And I'm just going to run that through my brow hairs, and that's going to help darken them up, and it kind of works as a brow gel. Since some of the pigmentation kind of disappeared from blending the eyeshadows. But I do this with like older mascaras, or you can see the difference, or mascaras that don't really work well for me, that I don't really like, I'll use them as like brow gels. And this will just make the hairs darker. All right, so you see how that just, you know, makes the brows a little bit more there, but not too dark. We don't want them to be too dark. So let's finish up the eyes. I'm gonna go into the Carli Bybel palette. Oh, she's a little penguin on it. I forgot that. And I'm gonna take, do I want bronze or do I want brown? Let's take this bronze shade right here. I'm gonna put that on the lid. I'm just gonna use a Coastal Scents brush that is kind of flattened out. What is on the bottom of this brush? Oh, soap. Oh, I see. Soap from when I was washing my brushes. So I'm just gonna take that and apply that to the lid. Oh wow, that's super pigmented. Do y'all see that? Well, dang. I'm probably gonna layer some of these. Let's be extra. So this is the first color I'm gonna apply to my lid, which is really pigmented and pretty. I'm applying this all over the lid to the crease. And these products are cruelty free, if you're wondering. So this is reminding me of ColourPop Game Face with how orange it is. I was hoping it would be more like bronze, like on the brown side, but it's definitely pulling more orange. So we're gonna layer something else on top of it. But we'll do this first. But y'all see how pigmented it is? And it's blending so easy. Okay, wow. Look at that. So pretty. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to go to the shade right next to it. This middle color, which is more brown. And I'm going to put that on top. Using the same brush. Let's use the same brush. To see if that will tone it down a little bit. And yeah, it's kind of making it more brown. So I'm just going to layer that right on top just to try and make it a little bit more brown, bronze instead of so gold. Yeah, I toned it down a little bit, but it's still coming off pretty orange on camera. That's okay. I just want something really nice and shiny on the lids. So that's how that looks, which I'm loving. All right, so let's go back into the crease. With the Shaaanxo palette, and I'm just gonna blend more of that same reddish brown shadow into the crease with the same brush, just to make sure that it's in there. And just blending everything together. Also creates kind of a cool color when the shimmery overlaps with the matte. So all right, so let's deepen this up a little bit. But I kind of don't want to. But I kind of do, but I kind of don't. The same shadow that we applied in the crease, I'm going to go ahead and put that on the lower lash line. And I'm going to use this Coastal Scents. No, this, excuse me, I have the hiccups. This e.l.f., I'm pretty sure this is e.l.f. Small Precision Brush. Something small and fluffy. And I'm just going to put the same shadow on my lower lash line that we put in the crease. I'm kind of smudging it out a little bit so that it can be seen. But yeah, I feel like I'm going to add just a little bit of darkness to this look on the outer V area. I'm just really making sure that it's nice and opaque on the bottom lash line. Like so. Alright, with this same brush, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my inner corners with the same color we used to highlight the brow bone, which is from the Shaaanxo palette. It's that shimmer right there in the middle. Using the same brush, I'm going to highlight the tear duct area. The inner corners of my eyes. Like so. And now I'm going to deepen up the outer corner. I think I'm going to go back to the Carli Bybel palette. I'm going to take this deep color right here, this like deep brownish black grayish brown color. I'm going to use the same brush we used in the crease. I'm just going to take it and put some of this right in the outer V area, on the very corner of this look, just to see if it does anything. It may not be dark enough for my skin to really make a difference, and I don't think it's really doing much. It tried, but it's not prevailing. You see how it's kind of doing nothing? Okay, so I might have to go into the Jackie Aina palette, and we'll use the color that she has because that one works. Yeah, I didn't really do much. Alright, so going into the Jackie Aina J Glow palette with e.l.f., I'm going to use the crease color that she has in here, which is this deep brown right there. We're going to use that to deepen up this look in the outer V area. Let me take out the plastic in here too, because it has a nice little mirror. I'm just putting this right in the outer V area of my eye. So I really did use all 3 palettes. I don't want it to be too much, so that's why I'm staying right on the outer part of my eye. And then I'm going to do something you guys never see me do. Hardly ever. Man, why is my nose running? You see how I just added just a little bit more depth to the look without being too much, because I don't want to do too much. I just want something nice and glam and pretty. We're going to do winged eyeliner with this. Let's just do it all. And if you want to add some to the bottom lash line, you can, but I just want to keep the bottom lash line the reddish color that's in the crease because I think it's pretty. Alright, so basically the eyes are done except winged liner. I'm just going to use this Kat Von D Tattoo ink liner. I kind of wanted to clean up the eyeshadow though. Like make it more precise. Why did I put this up here? So to do that, what I'm going to do is take this angled brush from Coastal Scents, yes. And I'm going to take my foundation setting powder from BH Cosmetics and I'm going to load it up onto the end of this brush. Like so, you see it's packed on there. I'm going to come to the edge of my eye and sweep it up so that I get a shape. And basically I'm going to bake it like so. I'm just going to leave it there just like that. And this is going to make sure that we have a nice, precise shadow look. And I'm kind of going to bake it there. As you can see. And because it's my skin tone color, it's not going to look strange when I wipe it away. But that's just going to make sure that the eyeshadow look is nice and precise. I did this, I did a test makeup for a bride. It was on my Snapchat. And I did this technique on her and it works so good. And I don't really like using concealer and all that stuff. So I'm just going to leave the powder there just like that. And this will also help with the wing I'm going to do. Because I'm going to follow that line. I'm doing a pretty skinny wing. Not doing a super dramatic wing. And I'm only going halfway in. Can y'all see that? I hope so. Struggling with this side, of course. One side is always more of a struggle. It's not nearly as pretty as the other side. I'm going to try and make it work though. You see how this one's thicker? You can see. But I like the way it curves up. Which this side is as well. It's just not as thick. When it comes back onto the eye. Hope I'm not covering all this up so you can see it. But yeah. Okay. That's kind of even. Winged eyeliner is complete. And now that that powder has been sitting there, I'm just going to take the brush that I used to apply the powder all over my face and blend it away. And I'm also blending over the very top of my highlight when I do this. So it just kind of blends everything together. Time for mascara, and I'm going to use the L'Oreal Miss Manga Voluminous Waterproof one. I got this one for band camp because, you know, I get sweat in my eyes and stuff. I didn't want it to literally drip into my eyeballs. My mascara drip into my eyeballs because it wasn't waterproof, aka sweat-proof. And I'm applying this quite generously. One thing about this wand, it's like so flexible, it's not gonna like rip your eyelashes out. If you're really trying to rake it through, it bends. Which is nice. I'm thinking about doing a deep red lip with this. I don't know. It's kind of what I'm feeling. Even though it's kind of more like fallish. But do I care? Nope. I don't know. I've been feeling a red lip lately. I just love red lips. And red is one of my fraternity colors. So it's only right that I love the red and the white. Hey. Also, I've been into no blush and no contour. I just been liking highlight only, which is what I'm going to do today. That glow. And I'm just piling on the mascara. And I'm putting a little bit on the bottom lashes as well. Just a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see my lashes. I can see my lashes. And I got a little bit on my eyeshadow, so I'll have to fix that. Basically, the eyes are done. That's the eye look. Something really simple. I've done looks like this before, very similar, but not with these products, of course, because I just got them. So, yeah. That is the eyes. Let me fix my mistake. I feel like there's enough shadow left on this brush for me to just kind of go over it right in the center. There we go. All right, to the lips. We're gonna use the Shaaanxo palette because it's 9 eyeshadows and 9 lipsticks. I'll take the color off, and we're gonna use this red right here in the middle. Let's see how this looks on my deeper skin tone. And she recommends using a lip brush. I'm gonna use an e.l.f. small precision brush. Looks like this. It's very dense, so we'll see how this works. I already feel like this is gonna be too bright for what I want. But we'll give it a chance. Let's see if I mix in some of the darker color. And going back in with some more red. It's not bad. I like the pigmentation, but because I'm black and I have pigmented lips, it's not as opaque as I would want it to be. So I might just need to mix in a little bit of traditional lipstick on top of it just to make it a little bit more opaque. But I do like the colors mixed together. And I feel like I might use this more as a lip topper on top of traditional lipsticks because it will still add some color, but it'll add a little bit of sheen as well. So let me just find a red lipstick real quick. Let's use one that I don't think I've ever used on camera before. This is Hit the Mark from Marvelous Moxie, Bare Minerals. Hit the Mark. Just gonna add a little of this in here to really make it pigmented. I like the shine though, that's nice. There we go. So this completes the look. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you want to see the final product, definitely check me out on my Snapchat, which is down below. Oh, so very sexy. Again, thank you for watching. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, and video suggestions down below. Thanks for watching. Bye, YouTube.